In the 21st century, the robot will take the place which slave labor occupied in ancient civilization. There is no subject more captivating, more worthy of study, than nature. To understand this great mechanism, to discover the forces which are active, and the laws which govern them, is the highest aim of the intellect of man. The beauty and the scent of roses can be used as a medicine, and the sun rays as a food. All matter comes from a primary substance, the luminiferous ether. I cannot exaggerate the effect of this marvelous sight. On my childish imagination, day after day, asked myself, "What is electricity?" and found no answer. 80 years have gone by since, and I still ask the same question, unable to answer it. Crystals are living beings at the beginning of creation. The motors I built there were exactly as I imagined them. I made no attempt to improve the design, but merely reproduced the pictures as they appeared to my vision, and the operation was always as I expected. To know each other, we must reach beyond the sphere of our sense perceptions. Money does not represent such a value as men have placed upon it. All my money has been invested into experiments with which I have made new discoveries, enabling mankind to have a little easier life. Within a few years, a simple and inexpensive device, readily carried about, will enable one to receive on land or sea the principal news, to hear a speech, a lecture, a song or play of a musical instrument, conveyed from any other region of the globe. We crave for new sensations, but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. Nature may reach the same result in many ways. My mother understood human nature better and never chided. She knew that a man cannot be saved from his own foolishness or vice by someone else's efforts or protests, but only by the use of his own will. Even matter called inorganic, believed to be dead, responds to irritants and gives unmistakable evidence of a living principle within. Everything that exists, organic or inorganic, animated or inert, is susceptible to stimulus from the outside. The last 29 days of the month are the toughest. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. My mother had taught me to seek all truth in the Bible, to create and to annihilate material substance, cause it to aggregate in forms according to his desire, would be the supreme manifestation of the power of man's mind, his most complete triumph over the physical world. My wireless transmitter does not use Hertzian waves, which are a grievous myth, but sound waves in the ether. When natural inclination develops into a passionate desire, one advances towards his goal in 7-league boots. It is a simple feat of scientific electrical engineering. Only expensive, blind, faint-hearted, doubting world. Is nature a giant cat? If so, who strokes its back? Every effort under compulsion demands a sacrifice of energy. I never paid such a price. It is a mere question of time when men will succeed in attaching their machinery to the very wheelwork of nature. So, we find that the three possible solutions of the great problem of increasing human energy are answered by the three words: food, peace, work. The entire earth will be converted into a huge brain. It seems that I have always been ahead of my time. I had to wait 19 years before Niagara was harnessed by my system, minus 1 year before the basic inventions for wireless, which I gave to the world in 1893, were applied universally. So astounding are the facts in this connection, that it would seem as though the Creator himself had electrically designed this planet. We build but to tear down. Most of our work and resource is squandered. Our onward march is marked by devastation. Everywhere there is an appalling loss of time, effort, and life, a cheerless view, but true. It has cost me years of thought to arrive at certain results, by many believed to be unattainable, for which there are now numerous claimants, and the number of these is rapidly increasing, like that of the colonels in the South after the war. The idea of atomic energy is illusionary, but it has taken so powerful a hold on the minds that although I have preached against it for 25 years, there are still some who believe it to be realizable. The future will show whether my foresight is as accurate now as it has proved heretofore. If Mr. Edison had thought smarter, he wouldn't sweat as much. The spread of civilization may be likened to a fire. First, a feeble spark, next a flickering flame, then a mighty blaze, ever increasing in speed and power. To conquer by sheer force is becoming harder and harder every day. Defensive is getting continuously the advantage of offensive, as we progress in the satanic science of destruction. Ere many generations pass, our machinery will be driven by power obtainable at any point of the universe. My ear barely caught signals coming in regular succession, which could not have been produced on Earth. Marconi is a good fellow, let him continue. He is using 17 of my patents. All the great religions contain wise prescriptions relating to the conduct of life, which hold good now as they did when they were promulgated. We should begin at the very root from which we spring. We should effect a radical reform in the character of the food. I am equally proud of my Serbian origin and my Croatian fatherland. I predict that very shortly the old-fashioned incandescent lamp, having a filament heated to brightness by the passage of electric current through it, will entirely disappear. Up to that time I never realized that one possessed any particular gift of discovery, but Lord Rayleigh, whom I always considered as an ideal man of science, had said so, and if that was the case, I felt that I should concentrate on some big idea. With a different form of wireless instrument devised by me, some years ago, it was found practicable to locate a body of metallic ore below the ground, and it seems that a submarine could be similarly detected. By an irony of fate, my first employment was as a draftsman. I hated drawing. It was for me the very worst of annoyances. Fortunately, it was not long before I secured the position I sought. that of chief electrician to the telephone company. A century from now it will no more occur to a normal person to mate with a person eugenically unfit than to marry a habitual criminal. Avoid sex in old age, after it comes to kissing and then talking.